Getting back to the contracting part. So would you say if it was the first time you're flipping a house, what is it most important to just go out and find a good GC with a reputable background, or could you sub out yourself?
I'll tell you right now, you do not, if you don't know what you're doing on a construction job site, you do not want to be managing.
References.
Yeah, references are great. You do not want to be managing multiple people if you don't know what you're doing, because it's just what a general contractor does is he is responsible for managing all of those people. He's responsible for collecting their insurance. He's responsible for managing them, scheduling them, coordinating them, and making sure that the job site is safe as well. That's another big thing on stuff is keeping your job site safe, especially if you've got a house and you're living in it. You don't want your kids running around and impaling themselves on exposed building materials.
We should also talk about the sequence, right, of doing things if you are going to sub out yourself.
Right. If you're going to deal with subs, like I said, you better know what you're doing. And there's a sequencing of construction. And if you get out of sequence, you start burning money because you've got to back up, take stuff off. It's not impossible, and it's not always, a bad thing per se if you get out of sequence on a couple things. There's ways to coordinate around that. You can, let's say if your plumber is coming in and you need to sheetrock, you just leave a panel off. You coordinate with, okay, where are these stubs going to go? Where's our plumbing going to go? All right, let's leave some panels off here so that our plumber can still get access, and then we'll come back in. It's not advisable to go through and do things like that, but sometimes shit just happens, and it is going to happen. So things do get out of sequence sometimes, but there are ways to mitigate those issues, and it's just about planning. When you know something's not going to be done in sequence, figure out a plan of action for how to get the job done instead of just rocking and rolling and covering everything up, because then when you come back and you've got to cut things open, you're adding increased costs for taping, painting, finishing. You got to call your sheetrocker back out.
Yeah,
And he's
you
like,
don't want to do
yeah,
things twice.
yeah, exactly.